when you get lean and you get to that 15% body fat threshold and under, interactions with women change completely, guys. It is so, so crazy, right? And so I made a video previously talking about my dating life and how that has changed completely. But I wanted to make this other video of just basic day-to-day interactions with women and just how different it is compared to how it was before, guys. So, I've had just so many interactions that are just so different at this point, where before, I was just completely invisible. I was invisible to society, I was invisible to women. And so this has been just such a stark contrast. And it's very noticeable to me because it's just not how things were. I was at Chipotle actually getting some food, and I'm in line at Chipotle, and one of the dudes there who is making the food, serving up the bowls and the burritos, all that, he's new and he's getting trained, right? So he's taking a long time to make everything. I'm hungry, I'm tired, I'm like, oh, please hurry up. It is what it is, right? He's a kid, right? He's learning, he's training. And, the people behind me, this couple in their 20s, start giving him shit, right? They are like, yo, wait, you're doing it wrong. I wanted this, I wanted that, and this girl, it's a couple. The girls that's with this guy is just going in on this guy. I felt so bad for him, right? Because he's learning his new job, and now he's getting yelled at by this girl, and he's struggling, right? He's all nervous. So I was like, oh man, it was a mess in there, guys. And I'm just keeping to myself. I'm like, I don't want any trouble. This girl obviously has it out for everyone. So I'm just keeping to myself, and she ends up getting too close to me, bumps into me, um, and I'm like, oh no, here we go. Is she gonna, say something? Is she gonna get mad at me? Even though I didn't bump into her, she bumped into me. And this is me in my old mindset, right? I'm in my old mindset because this is usually how things would go. It'd usually be a dirty look, or it would be a excuse you or excuse me. And this is usually how it goes, right? When you're just a cooked male in society. But to my surprise, she bumped into me. She looked at me and she's like, "Oh wow, I really like your tattoos," in like a very, very weird flirty fashion, right? So I was like, "Hey, thank you. I like yours are cool too." She's like, "Yeah, look, we're like matching, right? I have this, and we were not matching. We did not have the same tattoos. I don't know what she meant by that. I think she meant we're matching, as in like we both have tattoos." And she started talking to me about her tattoos, right? And I started talking to her, and I look over, and the guy she's with is getting a little uncomfortable, right? He's like, "Yo, what the hell? Why are you talking to this stranger? Why are you talking to him about his tattoos?" And he's starting to feel a certain type of way, right? But that interaction was wild, right? Because I was totally prepared to honestly like get into a whole argument, and it was a complete opposite, right? So little things like that is what you're going to notice when you get lean, when you get under that 15% body fat threshold, of just how different interactions with women are. You know, I travel a lot, and so I was at the airport, and the airport is a tough place to be, right? Everyone is mean, especially, I guess I don't know how it is in airports in other countries, but at least in America, man, the airport is a tough place. Everyone's on edge. Everyone is mean, especially the workers. And so, same thing, I'm going to get some food, and cashier, the lady handling the food and everything, she's pissed, right? She looks pissed. She does not want to be there, and she is just like, um, she's angry, right? And she's fighting with all the customers. Oh, did you say you wanted this? Did you, and just going back and forth with customers, right? So I'm prepared again. I'm in my old body, I feel like, and I'm prepared to go to war. I'm like, all right, let's get ready. Let's get a little tough and get ready to order and probably get some shit from this girl. So I go up there. I order the food and she's tough. She's still tough, right? She's like, okay, anything else? And then, I'm like, no, that's it. Okay, I'll pay for my food. And then she's like, then she just changes. She's like, oh, I'll get you your stuff quickly. You could actually just wait right here. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. And then she's like, how's your morning going? And her demeanor completely changes when she starts talking to me, guys. I'm like, what the hell? She was just fighting with every other person in line, then comes to me and is just lit up, right? She lights up. She's so much nicer. She's chatting me up, gets me my food. Hey, have a nice day. Hey, thank you, right? Night and day, guys. Such a different interaction to how she was interacting with all the other customers and how I would interact with people before I got my fitness in check, right? So those little things you start to notice, right? Um, Another interaction I had recently, I was at a bar with some coworkers, right? Because coworkers love to go out, right? I was on a work trip, and everyone's going out, everyone's drinking, everyone's partying and getting food, right? I was keeping it lean. Not gonna lie, still had a drink, right? Because I wanted to have fun with folks, but I didn't overdo it, right? I usually just get a vodka soda, have two drinks max, if that, and I'm good, right? But regardless, I was ordering, right? And bartender comes over, she comes over to the table, and she's same thing, guys. She's pissed. She's like, "Oh my God, you guys are ordering again. Just to know, the tab is open over here, and the tab, on this table is blah blah blah. So if you're gonna order more drinks, you need to put on one tab." Like this whole thing was happening, right? I really wasn't really paying attention. I get it. Waiting is hard, especially when you're around like trashed people. So I get it. I said, "Hey, no worries. I'm gonna order my drink. You can close out my tab immediately. I don't even plan on getting more drinks." And she's like, "Okay, okay, awesome, awesome." I give her my card. She comes back. She's like, sits down next to me. Kid you not, sits down next to me. And by the way, guys, beautiful, beautiful girl, very, very cute. Um, and she sits down next to me. She says, "Hey, I'm sorry about that. I was kind of rude to you, and I just came off very rude, and I didn't want to come off that rude. So I'm really sorry about that. And yeah, yeah, I wasn't trying to be mean to you. And I'm like, hey, no worries. It's totally okay, right? And she goes, okay, yeah, and she leaves. Everyone at the table, all the dudes obviously are like, bro, what the hell? She seems to be into you because what the hell was that, right? She was not treating any of us like that, and she even sat down next to you, like what the hell, right? So yeah, I was like, hey, I don't mind, she was so nice, super cute, right? I'll take it, right? I gave her a little smile, no worries, don't worry about it, right? So those things, man, it just makes life so much easier. I have so many more stories. I was at the coffee shop. Coffee barista was so nice to me. The line was long. And she there's like two or three people in front of me, but she recognized me because I frequent that coffee shop. She came right around people, and she's like, "Hey, uh, I can take your order. I think you're probably just gonna order one thing, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna get my cold brew that I usually get." She's like, "Yeah, I got you. I'll get you your cold brew." Went around people just to take my order, right? So crazy, right? Another instance, I was at the grocery store, and same thing, like girl, in her early 20s, beautiful, and I go up to her to purchase my groceries. She lights up. She's so nice. How's your morning going? I'm like, it's good. I just hit the gym. Figured I would pick up some groceries on the way home. Oh, that's awesome. What gym do you go to? And she starts chatting me up to the point where like I have to move on, right? Because like we're sitting there chatting. There's a line behind me. She's already rung me up. She's already, I've already paid. She's already bagged my stuff, and I feel like okay, the line's like, yo, can you go, bro? Probably should have asked for her number, honestly, but I just wasn't in that mindset, and I was out of the gym, and I was in go mode, right? I had shit to do. So things like that, guys, all those little things start to add up. You start to notice, you start to say, hey, this is different. This is way different than how things used to be, and you start to feel yourself a little bit like, hey, I'm there, I'm doing it, right? So guys, you got to get lean, man, especially if you are a single man. If you're single in your 20s, if you're single in your 30s, single in your 40s, this is something you have to do, guys, especially if you're wanting to date, if you like having attention from the opposite sex. It honestly makes things just easier, guys, because like I was saying, interactions with day-to-day people are just tired, man. People are tired of living in this high cost economy, in the 9 to 5 work world, and just everyone is tired, man. And so, when you show up and someone is treating you differently and nicely, it is a nice addition to life. It makes it a lot easier to get out there, run errands, do your thing, be existing in the world. It's just an easier life to live this way, guys. So, some more stories there from, my social interactions with women after getting lean. It's awesome, guys. It makes it easy to just do stuff, right? And it's a nice addition. So, if you like the video, leave a like, subscribe for more, and I'll catch you on the next one. And stay locked in, guys. Stay on your journey. We'll see you.